Welcome back. Welcome back to Trading Nights. Uh, Today is a little late. It's 12 o'clock already, but fine. Let's do the analysis for today. We have captured, I think, a good selling and buying at the same time. Uh, Only two main trades that we did today, and they were from good levels. I'll show you. And both are actually liquidity get trades, I think. One level was given yesterday only. Yes, this was the level I gave yesterday. So first level was this one. I'll show you that level as well. So this was the first level ka selling. So it gave us risk-free and I told you to wait for this level. So 43 ka actually we had, yes, 43 ka selling we had was sharp selling. I didn't expect that either. But I was selling from 42 only. ठीक है. 40 pips ka stop loss is good and we were risk-free around here somewhere. Actually, this is we hit profit. I think around here I booked to 210. Is this market structure was there? And I got into buying after this liquidity sweep. So actually, I didn't expect this big of a move because this happened. I think because of DXY falling. There was a news. We had news, and that actually, and what do we have? This actually there is structure for DXY, and it's following that, and it followed it much more faster than we thought. Right. So this was the move. So it started 8:15 pay to so 20:15 if you can see. Sorry. Have I shared my screen? Oh, sorry for that. Sorry for that, guys. I haven't seen my share my screen, which is not what I usually do. So so yeah, what I'm talking about is the trades that we did today are pretty good. I think we've captured everything. We captured everything. So daily level पे आते हैं तो देख सकते हैं हम. So daily level पे I told you bullish, but I told you one other thing ki there is a need of liquidity. Liquidity was not taking, and the 20 ka level is right. So liquidity happened, and we have this move, and also we have liquidity sweep here. Then we have a little downside move, but overall it's bullish only. As I told you yesterday, after after these levels, world is bullish. But I told you we could have waited for this also. 310 say 310 also could be achieved. But liquidity, as I told you, is a very momentum concept. Ki when liquidity happens, big moves come. So 15-minute pe liquidity ka sweep we had, which was a good low, and it followed all the right structures and it gave a good closing after this liquidity here. So let me go into another chart and explain you clearly what happened. So this was the liquidity sweep, right? So the liquidity sweep. Only after that we have this rejection. This rejection only happens when there are a lot of buyers there, and a lot of SLs were taken at that period of time. So after this candle, we could have entered. This is our trade only, liquidity trade that we do. It's a normal trade, and our target should be this. My target should be this, but after this candle, after this candle, I just hold it until this 66. I hold it a little bit more than that as well. But the target should be at least this. If this is a liquidity trade, that is how you should trade it. 60 pips ka stop loss to lagega because the closing was that good. But 5 minute if you want to enter, you could have entered. There was internal liquidity sweep as well. This double bottom was forming. Then we have sweep below, but that double bottom did not sweep this low. This low wasn't swept. So after a little while, after testing some of these levels, the 28K level, it swept that low and gave a good closing. Good 5 minute, if you see, good candle. Next 5 minute candle also very good. Next candle also fine. So after this only we would have entered. Uh, it would take a 60 pips ka stop loss, but liquidity got trade. I would hope that's easy to. So we would have been risk free here around this level and easily look for the peak profits. It was a very easy trade. Actually, easiest trade. Only the target should have been here only. 50K level should have been the targets, but 50K selling already happened. So one other intuition that you can find is a lot of liquidity was pending. So see, this was going on. This was going on. So a lot of buyers are entering. They're entering here, here, here. See all the lows forming. Here they're entering. Here they're entering. So so all of these entered buyers. So market should take them out. And there are also sellers sitting here, sellers sitting here, all of them, all the liquidity, all the stop losses are there. So the market, if you wants to move upside or downside, it should take those stop losses. So the first one is buy side liquidity. It took that, then it went to take these liquidities. So this would be our first target, which would have been 260 pips. If you are seeing my streams, it should be a very easy trade that I should have taken. And with the DX, with the help of DX5, we have a very clean move. Because of this fall in DX5, we have a clean move in gold. So nothing to panic about. It's without direction only. I told you that gold is uh, bullish after these levels, 320 level. So yeah, uh, after liquidity, yes, that is a good trade to take. So, yeah, so after this liquidity also, there is a point that you can think after this liquidity, what is the closing? So if you want to sell, the close was here, 70p it closed. So this liquidity was over, this liquidity was taken, but this liquidity was pending still. So if it takes that and takes rejection, that is your moment to enter, right? That is what liquidity teaches us. So if you look at it that way, liquidity sweep happened here. Was the wick that it gave, right? 75. This is the last selling that we did. If you remember 75 is selling, yeah. This this I removed my trade or what? 75. This was the trade, no? Yeah, this was the trade. So where we did 250 pips cut trade. Monday pe kiya tha, I think. Yeah, Monday pe 250 pips. So there was a liquidity pending above this highs. That liquidity, when it got swept in 5 minutes, it gave a good candle. And after we had some market structure, I was away from the charts at this point, so I did not see this, but it is actually a good level to sell for. But yeah, higher pips ka stop loss because of uh, because of this only. Actually, you can have stop loss here also. You don't have to because this high is as more impactful as that. 60 pips ka stop loss would have been fine. I didn't have a stop loss, so I didn't see this at all, this trade, but this trade could have been done easily. So this target should be at least this, right? This order block, which had become a breaker block just now. That is the market is ranging. Yeah. Um, yes, I think that is those are trades. I mean, this this 150, okay, it's very high. Actually, this trade that I did, I captured around 400 pips. No joke, man. That is only because we have a lot of volume. See this volume here, down here, the volume is very high at these points of time. So after this take profit, I was away from the charts. I didn't see this level, this liquidity sweep. But if you have seen that and if you entered, that would have been great. Actually, it gave a 50% retest also. See if you think about it, this one, yeah, perfect 50% retest it did. You could have sold from here as well, right? Got it. You just observe if you observe the charts long enough, they'll just talk to you, right? I understand this after this week, so there is a 50% that reached. What is that week? That is 50%. So you understand from seeing from far away only that it is a 50% or 60% kind of a thing. And yeah, I think mostly those are the moves. This, let me see what this is. 35, 35 actually is a selling level before we had. So I think yeah, this market structure, higher time frames where market structure is following. Hmm. 34, 35. Yeah, ठीक है. And yeah, that is what's happening. 50-minute there, let's see. Yeah, that is only, no? That is the market structure. Right. Perfect. Nothing out of our league. Everything could have been predicted, everything could have been done. Actually, this buying is actually good one, but after it came after the volume has been 338 to 50. Actually, we should have done this. Should have done this. But a lot of volatility. There was a lot of volatility in the market. The stop losses are little more than we expect them to be. But overall, it's a good market, good day today actually. Uh, actually, booked it. I think I missed some of the trades. There are only two trades I did, two or three trades that I did. There's one selling that I did here at 40 ka level. I did selling. I was holding that, and 42 pe, 43 pe I sold again, which was the this live stream cut rate. So then the target was 200 to 10 pips. That was over. Then this liquidity, I waited for. I didn't know that would happen. See, I really didn't know that it will happen because my level of buying is here. 309 was my level of buying. But after this liquidity, the closing just told me, yes, this is going to happen. So I just had to lock in and I entered this trade. And that was a 300, 400 pips ka easy return, very fast. Yeah, that is what it is. And they had trend line ka kuch resistance bhi le raha hai. If you see. This trend line is falling as well. But most importantly, the liquidity of these three highs is what it took and it went into selling. This selling, um, I'm little underwhelmed with not capturing this selling. Without that and this buying also, we could have captured this also. And yeah, I should have done that. Okay, it's fine. We captured enough for today. If you think about it, we captured this 210 pips and this, whatever you captured here, let's say even if you look for only these highs, 250 pips, 250, 210 is around how much? 250 and 210 is 460. Actually, we are uh, we are into 1000 pips. Uh, Yesterday it was 650 pips, no? Yesterday in total we did 650 pips, combining Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I think we did 460, which is making us uh, 1100 pips. Yeah, I've not realized that because my 1000 pips happened before only, so I have not realized that. But from live streams and Telegram channel, we are up 1000 pips only after 3 days into the week. Today we had unemployment claims, uh, but the volume we didn't have a volume at 6 o'clock. Rather, we had a volume at today. Okay, tomorrow is unemployment claims. Okay. Today we didn't have. Today we had core PPI. No? Today we had core PPI. Yes, core PPI, which was 0%. Bad for the US and good for gold. But the move didn't came till this liquidity happened. And in DXY also, the move didn't came after this this resistance level, which is good level only, but there was no liquidity sweep. Still, people sold. Interesting. In the DXY, we don't trade it. So we understand it as much as the uptrend and downtrend. Uh, Above that, we don't need to go into that because the spreads and trading DXY is very high. I would not bother with that, and movement is also very low. Yeah, yeah. Those are the trades actually we could have taken, but daily पे analysis करते हैं, daily से आते हैं. See that you would understand clearly what's happening in the market. Hmm, right. Actually, let me show you another different charts, which can, yeah, the charts I'm using can be a little overwhelming. Yeah, mota mota, this is what is happening. I told you before also, which this liquidity was a good. Actually, this took liquidity. I don't know why it's not showing. This is not a good graph, but here it took liquidity here. Remember that. So because of that, we have this move, and after that, this trend line ka test we had, right? This trend line ka test we had, and also we just now had this fair value gap ka cover, and market structure, if you think, is already followed here. But I was still into buying at these levels only. These are 90. But I told you that liquidity after liquidity, we had a good closing in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, they moved 60, 70 pips. So my entry point was that, and I had to enter that. Even 60 pips ka stop SL also, I have to enter it. And I entered. And that if I had to take another buy in a little lower level, I would have done that. Two orders I could have placed. But 60 pips ka stop loss I had to take for this liquidity because that closing was a little high. In 5 minutes also it was high only, not in only in 15 minutes. So that is what's happening. And still, I'm looking gold to be bullish. I think it has done enough for. Let me go into week level. Week level pay. I want to see something. 400 we have selling. But, 2 hours, 3 days left. 3 hours, 2 days, 3 hours left. It is weekly ka. Would I mean normal? It should turn into red. An order block should be formed, but I don't think it will form. I don't think order block will be formed. Actually, I think this will be a green candle. Then we'll have some red candle around here. Let's wait and see. But yeah, it could go bullish. Weekly pay, I'm okay with it. So daily pay, we already had this order blocks forming because of this resistance level. So we can look for 400 ka level. Next target is 400, which is actually not that far if you think about it. So we can buy from actually you could buy from here only, and also Fibonacci pay. I think this is Fibonacci. This would be 60% level, yes. 60%, so that could have been also taken at the same time. Because the closing was done below 5 minutes, 50%, no? So next resistance level is next support level is 60%, and we have trade from there. Mm, this one. Actually, a lot of trades, a lot of 100 pips scalps that we could have done. But we captured a 400 plus pips. So I think that is enough. 1,000 pips week in 3 days only, and 2 days left. Hope we don't do any losses there. We don't do that. We always risk free, so I don't think we should be doing any losses there. We have a record of not doing losses at all. 100% win rate. Excluding the risk fees, of course. So yeah, that is yeah, proper. I mean, this is sessions you should. This is the volume that makes you on trade, right? So this is how it should be. But we don't live in that ideal world, and that doesn't happen often. That is why we all these moves are easily predictable. The only thing that is difficult is to form at the same session. It formed from 8:15. We had a lot of so this liquidity का trade formed, this liquidity का trade formed, this 60% का trade formed, this yeah, three bigger trades forming in the same session is not a joke. It never happens. We wait for this for days to trade these kind of levels. So today we had a great day, amazing day. I mean, if you're watching my streams, uh, you could have understand what's happening and you could have traded just by that, and it was easy for you. You wouldn't be panicking over this, and it's very easy for you because everything that you're thinking is happening here, right? I think yeah, great day today, honestly. So 4 hour pay, daily pay, that was our intuition. 4 hour pay, 43. If it looks is looked again, 43 will be my buying. ठीक है? We'll buy from this. 42, which we sold from in the morning. We'll buy from it this time. Same level, only the bias changed. We were into selling until until 309, but liquidity happened. So our targets were hit. Our targets were here only. Actually, that trade also I'll show you. What is target for 210 pips target we had. Like this one. We had a little buffer as well. 21 pay we booked it. Yeah. Because this is only because 20 level, as you know, is a good level. I told you, and 200 pips from this trade, which we are holding from the morning onwards, is a good trade. It's, that felt good, so that is why I booked there. But 309 was the bigger targets. But after that liquidity, I couldn't hold myself up. So that is how you should react to the market, right? Yeah. So this will be the buying that I'm interested in. This order block and all. But yeah, I think it will be reached in the Asian session maybe. So you can buy from here. Your trade should look something like this. Targets are very high. Targets could be high actually. We don't even have a double top. So actually 300 whips ka target we have. Stop loss also is very high only. Let's form a stop loss in the lower time frame that we'll understand it a little better. So 1 hour pay, let's see what's happening. 1 hour pay also high carry test will happen. Uh, seeing where the order blocks are so that easy for me. 34. 34. Hmm. Actually, two possibilities. One is this 43, which is a great level. Which is too good to be too a level. That is why I'm concerned. But we should do it. Our strategy tells us to do it. We should do it. Then we should do it. No backseas from this. So 60 pips ka stop loss we'll have. We should be risk free at least, if not to the TP, because the other buying level that I'm saying is right below it, which is this level. Should we include that in stop loss 54 ka level? No, that would be another trade only. Should not include that. This is the trade I'm working on, so that will be my trade. So this is 35 ka level, which actually we already had buying in 15-minute level. So I'm thinking, should we have it in 1 hour also? Mm. Interesting that that will be if that reaches that level. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is the buying intermediate buying that could happen. The target is, yeah, I again told you double top is in there. There. If it goes double top from here only, from this level only, we can't do anything. Uh, and we can't even sell also because we are bullish on gold. So this level, if it comes back, then we can buy. And 300 pips per target should be pretty easy. Or at least first target will be this 230 pips. Then the second target will be a little higher, like that. Let's keep it 230, 230, 250 pips. And we'll hold it if the market conditions are good. Right. Hmm. Yeah, 1 hour pay, that's the story. 15-minute pay. Let's go back to our original charts and come back from buying onwards. So the open onwards. Open हुआ था. Where did we had open? Actually, I thought this would be a trend line retest yesterday only, so it didn't happen. ठीक है. Hmm. So yeah, this level, 35 level, is already reached. Right, in 15-minute level, it already reached. This is the buying that I was talking about. But 1 hour pay, it's not showing that. But I think 1 hour also same only, so I don't think that will happen. So yeah, the buying level I'm interested in it is this at 42 ka, which we sold from. That will be my interested area for buying. Okay. Hmm. Fine. I think that is all we can say about that. Yes, this is a little resistance we're having at the moment. Uh, at this level, man, this no, not this level. Where did I mark? I mark in this chart. Then I go back to 4 hours and mark it. In that level, where was that level? Yes, 4 hour पे ठीक है. I should clean up my chart, but if I do, I miss whatever I did before. That is the buying I'm looking. ठीक है. We should be risk free. 60 pips ka to easily you should able to see. 60 pips ka stop loss will have. Pips. We don't need below this. Rather, we need 60. 60 is fine. Actually. I think it's going to reach now only. If it reaches now, uh, I don't think it will. But if it does, we'll take a buy here. That is all. Uh, Easy peasy Japanese. Right. ठीक है. Anything else that we missed out? Yep, from the start आते हैं आज. Just a little glimpse of what happened today. Morning. Told you yesterday after this move only. I told you ki this is a good buying level. I told you this, right? 19 level, the 19 पे whichever 20 पे it took the support. I told you ki from here we could actually look gold to be bullish, right? So we did a little buying there, and actually my buying in the yesterday's live stream, if you see that, this was my buying, and it got hit, my take profit got hit in the morning, today's morning, 120 pips ka. That I didn't give in the live stream or Telegram, but I told you in the live stream when it was here only. So I took entry 22 pay. It came back to 25 as well. I told you guys ki it's bullish only, so you could take. So still, what can I say? It's mostly intuitive, no? But I know that from this level, it is bound to go up, at least to test this level. So that level has been tested, and from there only we have this, no? Actually, from there only we've plotted this selling. This is the level which was red before. So this was the selling that I plotted. Then it gave a sharp selling from here and some internal liquidity sweeps, a lot of consolidation, but uh, ultimately it fell from there. This move was expected selling. I was actually selling from here only 11:45 there. Our trades are like this only. When we enter in the London session or Asian session, it will get completed at night at New York session. So that is a lot of hours of holding. But still, as long as we are risk free, it doesn't matter. Just hold it. That is all I can tell you. Because see, 210 pips ka move we have captured. If you want to capture this low also, you could have captured that. Okay, very easy, man. So after this liquidity, how much easy is that to capture? See, this buying, how much easy is that to capture? Tell me. That is the most easiest shit I've ever seen in gold, in any trade. Just it gave a good closing after this all internal liquidity sweeps and higher time frame per liquidity sweep. 4 hour per also it's a liquidity sweep. 1 day per also it's a liquidity sweep. Last day ka low hai. That is mm, that is just good. And after incidentally or accidentally, I don't know, we had this DXY ka move. We had this DXY ka fall, which gave us a very higher moment without consolidation or because at this point we could have had some order blocks formed, then go to these levels. These levels for there will be a little rejection there, then go to these levels and rejection there. So it all happened at once only because we had a lot of volume and DXY ka falling. Right. After that, it's just a piece of cake to look for these liquidity levels, this liquidity. After this liquidity 5 minute पे जाके देखोगे तो we could have sold this and that would have been nice, right? This buying which could have been taken. We didn't take this, so let me not have that. But this buying could have been taken. It's actually 60% level as well, and we have done 100 pips per scalp. Selling we could have done 200 pips. But moto we captured all 450 pips that we needed, and yeah, that is all for today. And the level I already marked for buying. Targets are also marked. The higher target is still 400, but first target, second target, all those targets are around here. So yeah, that is my intuition as well. So if I see Fibonacci का forecast 400 पे, hmm, is not level popping up in any of these levels? 82. Hmm, mm-hmm. Not actually, it's not. Uh, it's fine. Fibonacci नहीं तो क्या? We have or order block levels. If Fibonacci, we had Fibonacci also, we'll have a little more confirmation to uh yeah, a little more quantity that we could do at the same time with the extra confidence. Let's see this trade to work out. But I'm going to close to it's already very late, so I'm going to end this session regardless of how this turns out to be. But let's just do the entry, no? Let's see if that entry we can flip out. We can enter the where should we enter sharply 44 344 पे we are under 337 पे we have stop loss. Hmm, let's wait. The XY is it's actually giving a good move, but yes, so there could be resistance from here, which is good for us. But after reaching this level, if we have that, then it will be excellent. So I'll wait for this candle to close, this 15-minute to close, which will happen in the next 5 minutes. Then we'll end the streams. Uh, But remember this level, regardless of what will happen. Okay. And what else do we have? Yeah, that is all for today. 1100 pips into the week. Let's try to do this into a 1500 pip per week. Right. That will be our first target. This week we should be easily reach because it will be like 200 pips tomorrow and 200 pips next day, which is not that difficult to capture. You could capture that. Mm. This trade only will probably give us a little more fuel to our endeavor of 1500 pips. So from this, at least if we look for this market structure also, we'll have 250 pips. So 250 pips ka at least we'll do. ठीक है. 250 pips is the least that we could do from this level. If this works out, and I think it will work out. 250, yes, 250 pips, then whatever left, whatever is left, like 150 pips that is left tomorrow, and tomorrow unemployment comes some momentum there. So you can capture 150 pips easily and 250 pips here. You can see nothing to worry about. So let's see BTC for a moment. Mm, how's it doing? I've not seen it, but seems to be my levels are working quite a bit. We have bought from here. This buying could have done this liquidity we had. Hmm. Intermediate levels are very eagerly followed in BTC rather than gold. That is what I've observed because a lot of people trading BTC than gold at all times in the night mostly. So intermediate levels pair, you could see a lot of movement. So we actually bought here. A buying trade was given in the stream at only 119,000 pair. Let's buy. I think it went from 119 to here, which was after this fair value gap only. So which is our trade. This this was okay. This was capturable. We we didn't enter it probably because my buying was 119, which should have been here only. 119, 119 to 119.1 only should be my entry because that is after which fair value gap and order block is going to test. I think in this chart you're probably seeing that it didn't test this level, but actually in the XNet charts I saw this. It's actually testing that level. But so if you trust your broker, if your broker says it's touching it, then it's probably it's touching it. So one 1200 pips, 1200 points that could have captured from there. And I'm a little surprised with this move. Actually, we've predicted this level. So this, I think in this one, actually 119 also I tried buying, which I risk freed, of course. But this was the real buying that we missed. It was a risk free rate. See, I bought here and I risk freed around here, right? Uh, yeah, it was yeah, it was around here. In this point, I risk freed, right? So yeah, I think that was this was the buying that we should have looked for. Oh, sorry. See here, if in this chart, actually that order block is reaching. In the before chart, it wasn't. So yeah, there's that. Actually, we should have done this trade rather than this. Again. Anyways, happen buffers in BTC should be very precise. That's what I've observed. So this trend line, I didn't know when that will happen. That happened 15th July pair. There was a closing below this and it tested and fell from there. So that was a trade that should have looked for, but we were into selling, buying at that time, so we didn't concentrate on that. But BTC pair buy only. Buying also happened. Nothing we could do now, right? Hmm. Okay. This level, see this level I predicted before only. I told you this was the level where it could fall from. So, and all this level already marked. So if it comes to this level, sell. See Fibonacci forecast, how it works. I told you in the streams, and it worked perfectly. This level ka uh, short. How much drawdown would we had? We had 300 points ka drawdown we had. So it's safe to say that we are having a draw. What is that? Yes. So it's safe to say we should have at least 500 to 600 pip ka stop loss to take care of that. But higher time frames, so targets we should keep higher on it, right? So other than that, internal liquidity sweep happened. Okay, actually, but the buying could be done here actually in BTC. After this liquidity sweep, this order block we got about this BTC pay, not unlike gold. Uh, this if the same order block was formed in the gold, the trade would look something like this. So entry will be here, and the stop loss will be below that level, which would have hit our stop loss in BTC. But in gold, it won't do that. In gold, actually, it will be a win for us. This is experience talking. But in BTC, always account for this buffer. So it's safe to say if you have something in mind, so if you want to buy from this order block, wait, just wait for that confirmation. Until that, you don't do anything, right? Because the confirmation, when you get the confirmation, then only you should be able to trade that. See, this was the order block. So this next week was the confirmation. So this 5 minute ka next 5 minute ka was the confirmation. So you could bought from the next candle, and this would be your trade, right? It would have easily hit this and also these as well, right? Hmm. Easy enough. It's following a trend line, which BTC mostly does. Right? On it just before only. Yeah, this should be fine. Whichever has the more touch points, that is what I'm interested in. Yeah, BTC pay, we should take buffers. The wicks are very higher than gold. And see, these kind of wicks, internal liquidity sweeps, always happening. Always something is happening. Yeah, we should be able to account into that. This buying actually is a good level. Where was that level? Actually, it is what level was it? The buying that happened. Yeah, it's a trend line level. Which see, this was the trend line. Yeah, actually. Yes, it's a trend line level. After this closing, it was the test actually. It was a test of that trend line. It was very sharp. As because these are very sharp, we had a very sharp test as well. But after that also we had a liquidity sweep. So we should account for that also, right? So that is how it is. But it still could have captured a lot of tips from this first one only. First one only. Could have scalped this in just minutes of time, 5 minutes per candle. So we would have done that and we would have bought again here, same point, and look for the same one because it's consolidating in higher time frames where it is a good level to buy, double bottom, right? That is BTC. Yeah, I like BTC, not as much as gold. In gold, we have in BTC also you're having trades being formed, but gold we can predict actually to minute level, to every bit of a level possible. So see, I told you this would happen in recent session only. So ठीक है. So the close, which I was interested in, 15 minute का, happened. Yeah, that's a nice closing. It's a nice closing, a nice candle that's running. But if it comes in the next 15 minutes, try to buy, have a limit order placed, and have a risk-free level also placed. Uh, so that is there, and what else is there? Mm, I think else we're missing. This is the level. Remember this. Tomorrow, whenever it comes, have the limit order place. BTC pay. BTC, I think we should have bought this liquidity as well, or 10 line ka test. Uh, unless that we normally don't have anything. I mean, scalps is definitely possible. This see this high the scalp could have been done, right? And this scalp could have been done. The scalp is always possible in BTC, but they are risky as well. Actually, do I think we'll go to this level? Actually, this here I placed ours. This level from here only. Do I think that, or do I need to wait for this 115 ka liquidity sweep? I don't think 150 will 115 will happen. It will happen after this level only. So I think we should be able to for look for this level after this one. So yeah, I mean, if you are into buying, investing, see the sector, but we are already given the great levels already. This was the great level that gave I gave in the streams on that Sunday. Sunday only it happened. 22nd June. I told you that was a great level. And yeah, also placed a trade here. It could have been more. It was just I told you this was a minimum target that you could do, and it was that. It's trend line retest. Yeah, I think we should yes probably. Let me see this. What level? It seems like a 50% level, which is currently it's trading at. Uh, Let me recheck that once. Yes, it's actually 50 to 60% the level, and from here. If it's consolidating, it's not giving a clean move. I always told you if it's consolidating, not giving a clean move, this always could be indication of going to the same side, right? So that is a real possibility. Even so, buy BTC, whatever I can. That is all I could say. Levels, you should figure it out because one level I'll give, it will buy from there, but it will come back to sweep that liquidity and again buy from the same level. So that happens in the BTC. So no real a buffer that I could give for that. Hmm. Yeah, so that is all for today. Hmm. Should I wait for this level or should we? It's high time. Let's end this session. Great day today. Uh, let's have uh, let's have the same session tomorrow. A little bit earlier as possible. I'll try to do it earlier as possible. From next week onwards, I'll probably be live earlier as possible. Maybe by 8 o'clock only. Then we can capture really good trades, really good in the live stream. You can actually feel the emotions, and you will be that would be very fun. You will understand how real trading works, how do we, I mean, we did do that. We did do a lot of trades in the live stream, but not in a particular level. On Monday we did good trades, but if we were live at this point of time now, that would have been something else. I mean, the levels that worked out today was amazing. Yeah, kind of missed that. Let's see. Hmm, let's see tomorrow if I can be live as early as possible. So with that, we end today's session. Uh, Great day today. Uh, Marks our 1100 pips ka week. Um, right, 1,000. Yes, last week we have 1,000 pips. Last week we didn't know. Last week we had around 600, 600 pips a week because it was consolidating mostly. But this week we are up 1100 pips. Nice in only 3 days. We should be able to look for 1500 pips easily. Uh, yeah, that should be a good motivation for us. And that is all for today. Remember this level and yeah, trade with Mazda. Bye bye. Take care.